Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. Huge game this Sunday at St. James's Park. We're coming up against the Gunners. So I thought I'd get the big gun in himself, Jeremy, my guy. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. COVID times, mate, since we last did a proper preview. It's not Ja Rule. It's not 50 Cent. It's the real king of New York. Troops is in the building. What are you saying, bro? Troops is, yeah. It's happening, mate. You good?
Nah, come on, man. It's been too long, fam. You get me? Obviously, we stay in touch, but the content thing, you get me? It's been too long, blood. You get me? So it's only right that we run it back, man.
Mate, it is. It's only right that we bring it in for this Sunday's game. Loads of times, Troops, we've worked together over the years. You've always, came in smiling. You're still smiling, confident, cocky, because Newcastle was shit. You know what I mean? You had nothing to worry about, really, did you? The odd time we beat you at St. James's Park, I think it was once in the 5 years that I've been doing this or something. But especially at the Emirates, especially now, in the past, sorry. But now things have changed, mate. Things have changed for both of us. Look, you were, what, 6th, 7th, 8th last couple of years? We were relegation, finishing 12th, 13th in the end. Now we're both in the top three. Now it's like the 90s all over again. Are you worried about Newcastle's come up since the takeover?
Yeah, I am, blood. You get me? Because I believe that you lot are here to stay. It's not a flash in the pan. You lot are here to stay. You get me? Your owners are very supportive of you lot. Everything's going right. You're making the right signings. You're not doing it stupidly. Like, you look at Chelsea, blood. You get me? Like, all the players they've signed, 600 million, and they're 12th. You get me? Like, respectfully, people would have probably thought that would have happened to Newcastle and not Chelsea. You get me? But the way you've done it very smart. You went out and got Pope. Like, you built your defense. You built it from the back, pause, and then went forward. You get me? Because at the back, your back was wide open, like red light district. Everybody come in. You understand? 30 minutes, 200 euros, bang, do your thing. You're off, blood. You get me? Now, it's like, yo, bro, you understand? You got to pay a toll if you want to come in here, blood. You get me? Like, you understand? Pass, no go, bro. You get me? Like, Trippier, Botman, Pope, Willock, Isaac, Wilson. All these signings are like, you get me? You wouldn't think, like, the only one out of them you'd think is probably that would bang is Trippier. You get me? And Isaac. You understand? I remember we were linked to Wilson like 2017 times when we were looking for a striker before we got Abba. But Eddie Howe's done it very smartly, bro. I think he's a big part of it as well, blood. He got like, I remember we were linked with Eddie Howe and everyone was like, nah, I don't think he can come and manage like a big club. But Newcastle is a big club. You get me? You haven't won nothing for a long time, but you still are a big club. You got heritage. You're there. And he's handled it well, bro. And I've got my eye on Newcastle still. I can't lie.
I mean, it's a bit different for you because you're obviously still above Newcastle. But, speaking to Flex, speaking to X, speaking to AGT from Cop TV, Liverpool, do you know what I mean? Because we've overtook these teams, mate. These were the established, I was on the Big 60 the other week with Turkish. Do you know what I mean? Things are changing. Do you know what I mean? Because Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea, we're all above them now already in the first real season of the takeover. So you said it before. You think we're here to stay. Are you surprised at how well of a job Eddie Howe has done? Because you said he was linked with Arsenal. Would you have talked about Arsenal at the time? Because a lot of Newcastle fans even questioned the appointment at the time.
At that time, he was linked to come in and take over from Wenger. So I was kind of like, nah, I don't think he's ready. Even at Newcastle, when the owners came in and Howe was there, I kind of thought that they would give him till the end of the season. I didn't think he'd be here this season. I didn't think. I thought you lot would go mad in the summer because I thought, all right, cool, you got Gamares now. Now I thought, all right, you're going to go out and get a couple and maybe try and get a better manager. But you stuck with Eddie Howe and that was the right thing, bro. You get me? He's done everything right. Even the way you lot play football. You lot play lightning football. You high press, you understand, pass and move, transition from defense to attack. It's all on point, bro. You can do the whole, let's play the low block, but then you can also play that expansive style as well. So I'm very shocked that he has done this well. You get me? And because even like after the transfer window in January, you don't never really went in, and Isaac was just coming back. you lot kind of dipped form. You understand? You dropped out of the top 4. Tottenham went back in. United went back in. And obviously, it was us and City running for the title. But then Isaac's come back from injury, and that's just giving you like that little push that you needed, blood. You get me? He's giving you the push that I thought Jesus was going to give us when he came back, blood. You get me? What he did when he first came back, then he went ghost. Whereas Isaac has stayed there, bro. And if anything, he's getting better and better and better week after week. You get me? So Eddie Howe has a lot to do with that.
Who would you say it should be manager of the season? Eddie Howe's been rightfully mentioned. Unai Emery, Mikel Arteta, of course. Arteta would have definitely got it if he had won the league. And we'll talk about that in a minute, the title push. But who do you reckon? Who do you reckon gets your vote?
Like, Emery's my guy. You get me? Like, I was the last one to go Emery out of any Arsenal fan. When I went Emery out is when Xhaka told the fan base to fuck off and started to do up fucking incredible fucking not even incredible Hulk blood, fucking Hulk Hogan blood. You get me? Started to do the I am a real American. Nah, less of that blood. You get me? That's when I turned on Emery. Everyone turned on him from time, but me, I was looking at the situation we was in. Tierney wasn't fit. Pepe just came in. We had injuries in the midfield. He never got like backed in the transfer window. So I was kind of on his side. You get me? I think Emery's done wonderful things at Villa. I even said that when he went to Villa. Yo, watch him do a madness at Villa. Watch him bring all them players' levels up. I said, watch him bring Watkins up because what he did with Laka and Abba, he had them both firing blood. You get me? That season when we went to Europa League final and Abba got golden boot, Laka was firing as well, blood. The whole front line was moving crazy. So I knew that Emery can get the best out of his front lines. Manager of the season, I'd go Howe.
Yeah, well played.
I can't lie. Like Emery's got a big shout. You get me? A big shout. You understand? But for me, Eddie Howe breaking into the top 4 is way bigger than what Emery has done. You get me? Emery's job was to go in there and keep Villa in the Premier League. You get me? He's done that. He's done his job now. Now, whatever they do is extra. You get me? Howe was probably given a target this season of let's get into Europe. You get me? Probably the Conference League or something like that. Get me? Or Europa at a push. For him to go into the Champions League, blood, jump Liverpool, jump Tottenham, jump them too, who have been in the Champions League over the last recent years consistently. You have to give that more. You understand? And the way he's done it, the team he's got. On paper, you've probably got the weakest team on paper. Mm-hmm. You get me? If you compare it to Arsenal, City, Tottenham, Liverpool, United, you've probably got the weakest team. You get me? And what he's done with that team, the man, like even the way he manages, bro. You get me? The way because now like Isaac's firing, Wilson's firing, the way he's managing it, blood. You get me? Yeah, man. You have to give it to Eddie Howe, blood.
Aye, I think so, mate. Definitely. Like you said it there, but like the way he's brought from a relegation fighting team, signed a few players, yes, but everyone has. Look at Chelsea spent 600 million, they're in the bottom half, doesn't guarantee nothing. Everton spent money over the years in relegation battle. What Eddie Howe's done is incredible. And a cup final as well. Didn't go our way, but cup final as well.
Your first one for how long? Since what? 2000?
Since 99, yeah.
Yeah, United, isn't it?
Yeah. So it was the first cup final in nearly 25 years, 23 years. So massive achievements from Eddie Howe this year. Let's talk about Arteta and Arsenal then, because let's be real, it's still not done. Everyone might assume it is, and
it's done.
I was about to ask you think it's done, but the way he's got beat off Man City and the way Man City are playing Haaland last night again, the Terminator just doing his thing, and I mean breaking records. They're winning every week, so it probably is done. But until it's mathematically, but the point I'm making, Troops, is that Arsenal were on top of the table for the majority of the season. Are you having this thing about bottlers? It seems like a big link to Newcastle in the 90s when they wore this shirt. Actually, the entertainers. This team were 12.
I love it.
Kevin Keegan special. 12 points clear at Christmas, and Manchester United came back and won the title. So are you having this old bottlers mention that's going around at the minute? I know Robbie's not. Robbie doesn't like the word, does he?
Since I've left AFTV, Robbie's just turned delusional, blood. He's spending too much time with Ty now. You get me? I brought balance. You understand? Now it's just pure delusion. Big up the man in every time, but it's just pure delusion, blood. I said to Zara as well, blood. You're not positive, blood. You're delusional. You get me? This is beyond positivity. Let's be real. Common sense plays a big part in this, blood. You get me? This false narrative, false positivity. I'm not with it, bro. You get me? We lost the league at Liverpool. Yeah. I never came out on camera and said it because man will cry like a fucking skettle out the door. If you're from Jamaica, you know what that means. That's why I can get away with it. But you don't know we're there. But we bottled it, bro. You get me? Let's be real. We bottled it. Bottle it and arrogance. You get me? Arrogance at Liverpool, 2-0 up, thought the league was won. Yeah, Fans can do that. You get me? We're entitled to do that. We can be in the crowd or doing watch-alongs like, yeah, what? Yeah. That's the life of a fan. As a player, you get me? You keep composure, keep your head in the game. You understand? Arrogance cost us at Liverpool. Bottle job mentality against West Ham, Southampton, and Man City. For me, we bottled it, bro. You get me? It was in our hands. We was in prime position. And if you're trying to win a league title, you cannot draw to Southampton at home. You can't be 3-1 down to Southampton, bro, at home. You get me? Like, them Bournemouth things, they're one-offs, bro. You understand? There should be a one-off in the season. You understand? It happened too much. You get me? And it will take its toll. You understand? And yeah, we are the youngest squad. I know I know Arsenal fans use that. And that is true. We are the youngest squad. So we will only get better if we tie down everyone. You get me? Because we've had this kind of squad in 2009 when we had some of the baddest youth in the world. Nasri, Fabregas, Van Persie was coming through. Adebayor was on crud. Haleb. Do you understand? Rosicky was still floating about. You understand? And then we lost all of them, bro. You get me? Even down to Song. Song went, bro. You get me? Like, everybody went. Do you understand? I don't want to see that happen to this generation now. You get me? Hopefully we tie everyone down. But I think the Saliba injury... Say that again?
I was going to say, does that worry you? Like, does it worry you now that you've missed this opportunity to win the league and you won't get it back? Or do you think this is just the start where next season you'll challenge again and the year after the year after?
I think we should be back challenging now, because if you look at the way we play football now, there's a plan. You get me? We have a philosophy. We have a style of play. The only thing is we have one style of play. You get me? In the summer, we need to develop plan B, because when there's no plan A, that's when it goes tits up for us. You get me? When plan A ain't working, there's no plan B. You understand? We need to have a plan B. The best teams in the world have a plan B. You see Pep change up his whole formation when we went up there, blood. Do you understand? Because he was like, I can't play Arsenal the way I play them. I have to change it up a bit. You get me? Arteta, he will learn that as he gets further into his career. He needs to learn it quick though, blood, because we're Arsenal Football Club. So, you get me? We can't just be challenging every year. We need to win it. You get me? Once in a while, bro. No, not even once in a while. We need to win it. Like, you understand? Like, for me, like, we need to win it in the next 3 years. You understand? Like, when I mean 3 years, I mean, like, after this year, there's 2 more years now. You get me? If it's not then you get me, blood. I think it's time for we have to look at a new manager, because he would have been here for maybe 7 years. I mean, no league title. You've built up your squads. You spent a bag. Now we have to maybe look at another plan. You get me? But for now, I'm fully with Arteta. I'm not Arteta out no more. You get me? Even though we haven't won the league, people would have thought, oh, the super guy's gonna fucking go mad now. Arsenal ain't won the league. Arteta out. No, I'm not, blood, because I can see where the club's going. You get me? So I'm with it. This is what I've pushed for year out, year after year. When I was going around protesting, putting out banners, doing all this shit, losing my head. This is what I was pushing for. I'm not gonna go negative now. You understand? That's why when people say I'm a flip flop, no, I'm not, blood, because this is what I was pushing for. You understand? So go flip your mama. But yeah.
And the big thing is, mate, you're going to be good if you don't win the league. You came so close. You're on top for nearly every week.
214 days. These man have been top for 14 days, bro. Two Craig David songs. Take that in.
Oh, that makes it much worse, doesn't it? That makes it so much worse that you are so close or there for that long, like, especially like Southampton game at home and that. But the positives, mate, at least you're in the Champions League again now. You've got such a good young squad. Do you reckon Arsenal, the owner, he came in for a bit of stick? Now Eddie was there. Things seem to be changing a bit. from my point of view anyway. I don't know what you think, but do you think they'll invest? Do you think they'll say, right, well, we need to keep going, we need to sign, I don't know who you're linked with this, someone, maybe a Rice, maybe someone like that, sign 2-3 big players, spend big money?
So they're saying Rice, Diaby, and Gay at Palace. For me, we need to be looking respectfully. Gay is very good. You understand? Maybe he could come in and do a Ben White. I'm not sure. But where we are now, we need players that are ready. We need players that are not going to improve. We need players ready, like ready-made players now. We've got enough players in the team that can improve, like Martinelli, Saka, and can get better, Odegaard. But we need like prime steak. You get me? Prime steak. Wagyu steak, blood. You get me? Like proper thing, bro. Not no rump steak. Yeah? Wagyu. That fine cut, blood. You understand? That's what, like, Rice is that. You get me? Diaby, get me? I'd rather go for Tone, blood. You understand? Premier League proven, 20 goals this year. The way he plays, he fits straight into the front line, blood. You understand? Fits straight in. Him and Jesus, you fight for the main spot. Whoever gets it, bro. You understand?
That Diaby, mate. Musa Diaby, is that the same one you're on about?
Yeah.
We tried to sign him last summer, but Leverkusen were holding out for like 80 million. And we were like, nah, we're not paying that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of like. And I know you can definitely get Tone for cheaper than that, blood. You get me? You can get Tone for maybe 50, 60 mil. You get me? Like, and that's a quality signing. You understand? That's proven. You get me? You can see, and he's got no fear. You understand? He's gonna go into the Champions League games and he ain't gonna be scared. You get me? He's gonna be ready when he goes to them away grounds, because look at all the shit he takes with the gambling thing, and he's just banging off goal after goal after goal after goal. It's not slowing him down, blood. That shows that guy is mentally strong. They're the kind of players you need in your team. You understand? Bring me that mentality, blood. You get me? Like
someone needs to sign him this summer as well. I said I'd take him back because he was at Newcastle as a youngin, but he never really got a chance.
Yeah,
I would have him back straight away. I know our strikers are firing, but Wilson's got injury problems and that. You know what I mean? So someone's got to sign Ivan Toney this summer because he'll be in the England team more often than not, and then his price is going to go up. He needs I know Brentford are doing brilliantly in that, but he needs that bigger club. Like, he needs to go to a top 4 team, I think, at least top 5, 6. So I would love to see him at Newcastle. I think Arsenal he'd be perfect for. He really would. He big character, big leader, strong mentality. Yeah, he'd see us down the ball, mate. Newcastle, I've got to ask you on this one. We talked a bit of this on your channel, but Kieran Tierney, Eddie Howe apparently wants him as his first choice left back in the summer. What do you make of that? Do you think he'll leave?
I'm worried. I'm worried, bro. You get me? I'd start Tierney over Zinchenko. You get me? I'm real, bro. You get me? But the way Arteta wants to go with it, he wants Zinchenko. That's no shade against Zinchenko. It's just as a left back, Tierney is the better left back, bro. You get me? Zinni plays in midfield for his country. You understand? That shows you. You get me? They play someone else at left back. You understand? Because defensively, he gets caught out, blood. You understand? He got caught out against Chelsea. We should not have conceded against Chelsea, blood. We conceded against Chelsea because he doesn't look literally beside him and see that Madeke is right there and he's running in. If he sees that goal don't happen, blood, because then he goes in and clears the ball. Do you understand? Liverpool game, literally just stands there, legs wide open like he's in the red light district. Trent just goes, pop, bang, 2-2. You get me? Tierney, them thing there's not happening, blood. You understand? Solid left back, bro. To get change out of him, you have to brock him. You understand? Because one-on-one defensively, he's up there with the best in the Premier League, bro. You understand? Going forward, strong, pacey. He can whip it as well, blood. I call him Kieran Whippers because he just whips it, blood. You understand? It's mad. You get.
So we can have Kieran Trippier on the right, and we're gonna have Kieran Whippier on the left.
You literally, blood. You understand? You get me? All you need is the ice cream van outside the stadium and Bob's your uncle, blood. You get me? Mr. Whippy, you're done, blood. You get me? But Tierney, like, and what scares me is that he don't play in it. You get me? And Newcastle is very close to Scotland. He's closer to home. He's gonna go in there, play week in, week out. He's gonna consolidate that left back position because he's clearer than Burn. No shade against Dan Burn, but you understand, Newcastle going to be in the Champions League as well. There's another tick in the box. The project's moving in the right direction. Another tick in the box. Big club. Another tick in the box. big fan base, another tick in the box. It's just everything is just tick, 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 tick. You get me? And Arteta, it looks like he doesn't rate him one bit. You understand? Like, no matter how bad Zinchenko will do, he will not get dropped, blood. You get me? The man dropped Holding. The man dropped Partey. The man dropped The man dropped Saka one time. He dropped everybody. He will not drop Zinchenko, bro. You get me? So, if you get Kieran Tierney, you're getting one of the best left backs in the Premier League, blood.
Wow. There's a bit of thing about his fitness. It concerns like
his fitness has been fine. It's absolute lies, blood. You get me? His fitness has been fine. The only reason, like when he first came in, he had that little because we bought him when he was injured. Do you understand? So we've been trying to get him fit. Since he's been fit, the man has been less injured than Partey.
Wow.
Partey, when he's fit and playing, Partey has missed more games. Zinchenko has missed more games. Like it's a myth, bro. It's a myth, bro. Because I'm a big Kieran Tierney guy, bro. Like absolute quality. When we signed him, I was like, finally, we have a defender in the back line, blood. Because at that time, we had no defenders, bro. We had Socrates, fucking Mustafi, Kalazanak, Bellerin, all these bums, blood. When Tierney came in, it was like God walked through the door, blood. Do you know? It was like level. Because the leadership he brings as well. That man's a winner, blood. Mentality monster. You could go into the trenches with him, blood. You understand? He won't go hiding. You get me? Like he brings like so much to the team, bro, and it just pisses me off, blood. That he don't even get a chance.
Get me excited, bro, for that signing because I'm hearing good.
Absolute baller, blood.
Arsenal, local lad, loves it. Apparently there might be a buyback clause on this one. He's had an amazing season with Newcastle. Joe Willock. Obviously, he'll be starting for the Toon on Sunday. What have you made of his rise? I know you used to were close. We still are, but you used to talk to me when you used to play for Arsenal. What do you think? You must be buzzing for the lad because he's finally got his chance and he's taking it.
Very happy for him, bro. You get me? I remember when he was at Arsenal. I'm going to call out Robbie now, blood. You get me? I said to Robbie, bro, we have a player in here. Robbie was, I don't know. Robbie's a liar, blood, yeah? You understand? If you want to go look for the clips, go find the clips, blood, yeah? I used to defend Joe Willock, blood, yeah? Because I knew there was a player in there, bro. You get me? I could see the way he carries the ball. He was just a bit raw, pause, you understand? Now he's more finely tuned, like. We said it in the combined 11. It's like he's with Bruno every Saturday at a Brazilian barbecue because the way he's moving, you understand? Say black man have rhythm already, blood. But now he's got that samba rhythm, blood. You understand? Where he's just gliding through midfields, blood. You get me? The assist against Everton, fucking hell, blood. I was like, Joey boy, you get me? The assist against Tottenham. That is assist of the season. He 100%. Cut through them, man, there like I cut through my wedding cake, blood. It was mad. It was, them clean cuts like my trim right now. Clean, blood. You understand? It was, fuck, bro. Like, I'm so happy for him, bro. So happy. And I kind of got worried because Howe weren't playing him. I weren't playing him at the start. And I was kind of like, shit. You get me? Bruno's gone in there. I think Shelby was playing. And there was other man in there. And I was like, nah, like, what's... And then he broke into the team. And he's a mainstay, bro. You get me? And he needs that England call-up. You understand? He's only going to get better, blood. You get me? Since Bruno's come to the team, you've already seen he's got better. So this season, if you go out and get even better players and put better players around him, he's only going to get better, blood.
I'm not sure if the buyback clause is true, but...
yeah, I'm not sure. But I keep hearing it. Over recent weeks, I keep hearing it. So I'm like, I need to do some digging and find out, blood, because I'll sell Fabio Vieira and Lokonga in a heartbeat and bring him back home, blood. Trust me.
Yeah. So you have him back, yeah?
In a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat, like, because like he can bring something to Arsenal, blood. You get me? He can push for the. He might not come in and start, but he can push. You get me? And he's a better option than what we have. Kind of like when we brought in Jorginho. He's better than El Neni. He's better than Lokonga. But Willock, he's clear of Lokonga and clear of fucking Fabio Vieira, blood. You get
especially me? Now you're in all the competitions as well, like us Champions League and stuff. Bigger squad and that. But obviously, I hope Willock stays here for years, man, because he should be in our midfield for the next 5 years. He should be in England's midfield for the next 5 years. I'm looking forward to seeing him continue to grow. He's real talent, and I'm glad he's English, and I'm glad he's at Newcastle. Right then, mate, let's get into the predictions. Let's round this up. The preview. we'll finish up on some match predictions. And you mentioned before we did a combined 11 on Troops' channel, so check that out. That'll be dropping Friday midday. Troops, you're not coming up to St. James's Park this weekend. I know your son's shining, playing football and stuff, so you got to stay down there. Good, you're not coming up, mate. I used to always like linking up for the fan cams and that.
Oh, man.
And, a lot of the times it was me having to interview you, you know, and you were celebrating in my face and that. So I'm good you're not coming up on Sunday. But, where were you last year? Actually, were you you must have been in New York last year, were you? Because last year I didn't see you.
Last year I was in New York. Yep, last year I was in New York.
You knew what you were doing there, didn't you?
Yep, yeah. I was in New York because we lost to Tottenham, and then I flew to New York on a Sunday, and then we lost to you on the Monday
night. Yeah, that's right. Because
that's when oh my god, that clip went viral, blood. I was like, you will never be Henry, you will never be Vieira. I can see myself right now, blood. I had a Fresh Ego t-shirt on. Oh my god, blood. I lost my shit. That one went on Shadeborough. They put the rant. They were like, popular influencer, Arsenal fan Troops loses his rag. You understand? I knew the Arsenal players saw that one, blood. The pussy-os, blood. You get me? They deserved it anyway. You understand? They deserved that one.
After you got beat at St. James's last year, was that one?
Yeah, blood. I was fucking fuming, bro. I lost it, bro. I can't. Because I was, when you lot went 1-0 up, I was quiet on my watch along for about 15 minutes. And then you hit the second, and then I exploded.
Wow.
Because I was sitting there like this. And then it went 2-0, yeah? And then I'm talking to myself. I'm like, Troops, don't do it. You see my hands start shaking. I'm like, Troops, don't do it. Troops, don't do it. And then my brethren was with me, Chaz. And then Chaz goes, bottle jobs. And then I went, fucking bottle jobs. And then it just went, blood. It just went, bro.
He pressed the button. Yeah, he pressed the button. And that
yeah, blood. He pressed the button, the pussy. Supposed to be my friend, fam. You understand? He's a fucking hot blood. You get me? I swear down, blood.
Because that was when you were going for top four, innit? And that was in the bag as well. And Spurs just came out of nowhere. You were winding X up about it. And we had nothing to play for. You know, we were safe then.
Yeah.
You just didn't turn up. I seen it was brilliant on the for us on the All and Often documentary.
I remember you on your fan cam again. I remember you on your fan cam with Cecil, ripping the shit out of us, saying that if this is the top 4 competition, next year is gonna be lovely, jobly. You get me, blood?
I was right.
You're right, blood. But it's not us though. You get me?
Sorry. Took a side Spurs, mate. We did the right thing. Oh, mate. But last season, you did come up with St. James Park. The players struggled with the atmosphere. I think they said that in the documentary. You've seen it last year, the blue star, the flags, they couldn't handle it. It's going to be similar this weekend, the flags, the scarves. Do you think this Arsenal will be different? Do you think the game will go differently to last season?
I think it will go differently. We came into the back of last season after getting absolutely slapped at Tottenham 3-0. So you get me? They was already down and out like Cam, face in the mud. This year, we're going into it with a bit of confidence. That win against Chelsea was needed. I think if we didn't beat Chelsea, this one could have gone left, blood. You get me? Because the City one, if Haaland had his shooting boots on, that could have been 6-7. Mm-hmm. You get me? Like, Ramsdale pulled us out of a hole there, blood. Pause. But gotta get the pause in, blood. Trust me. That's what I've taken from New York, blood. These men always say pause, blood. That's what I've taken from New York culture, blood. But I think we got enough to go up there and not lose. You get me? I don't think we'll win. I'm not gonna lie. Not a lot of teams have gone up there and won. You get me? Especially the form you're in now. I'm gonna go for a Desmond. I'm going 2-2.
2-2, big 2-2. I mean, you've already gave up in the title race, haven't you? You said it's over, so are you not that fussed? Would you be? Are you going to be pissed? Are you going to go mental if you get beat again this weekend?
I really wouldn't, because I checked the table and you can only get 80 points is your total that you can get. We can obviously get more than that. And I think I looked at the fixtures and I think there's games where we can get 6 points, which get us second place. So, yeah. I'm not. I won't cuss. Like, I will cuss in it, but I'm not gonna cuss Arteta. I'll cuss the players if they bottle it in it. But for me, the league's gone in it.
I wish I was, I know you will as well. I wish that it was just a bit tighter without the games in hand. So this game did have more on it for you lot as well. So there would be a bit more of that. Obviously, you'll still want to win. You'll still want to. I think it's important that Arsenal chase City down to as far as they can, just so it doesn't become a bit where, it doesn't become a bit like of a piss take if they've won it with 2-3 games to go. I think you've got to keep fighting, keep going for it. And I expect it to be a hard game, and I think it'll be tough. I think it'll be tougher than last season. We want to try and get third. For me, I want third. I want to finish up with Man United. I want you to
get that as well, blood.
Yes, mate. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder at Liverpool are winning games now. Spurs. I think the top four is done. Hopefully, but
Yeah, I
don't
think the
want to
top four's
say
done.
that.
I think it's just a positioning thing.
I don't want to say that just yet, but it should be now. And the games we've got aren't that easy. To be fair, we've got Brighton on a Thursday night. We've got Leicester as well, who are going to be fighting. So, but yeah, man, we've got Chelsea away last game of the season. That's a win. No bother about that. But
Yeah, that's
mate,
a bank. Yeah, that's 3-point banker.
so I'm gonna go for. I was gonna say 2-2. To be fair, I think I might even have 2-2 in the Super Six, but I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna say 2-1 Newcastle United win. It's a big game, people. Sunday at 4:30. We'll be there. We'll be doing the fan cams after the game. I'll make sure I rub it in Robbie's face if I can't rub it in Troops' face if we do win. But it's gonna be good to link up with them. It's always good vibes and I link up with the FTV lot, man. We've been in this game for a few years now, so it's been a pleasure, bro. It's great to see you doing well. Keep smashing it, man, out there in New York and back in London. Next time, mate. Next season, I'll see you, mate. Next season, I'll see you, bro. Hopefully, you'll be definitely down there at the Emirates. And remember, people, we've done a combined 11. You may be surprised at how many Newcastle players made it in there. Or actually, mate, my fan base will probably be kicking off at me for not getting more in. But we did well. We did well. They'll be saying, "Why is he not in there? Why is he not?" It's hard, right? Arsenal have been top for the majority of the season, but we've done well, people. We've done well. There's a lot of good players in there, and it's hard against Arsenal, legs at Odegaard and that. So check out the Combine 11 on Troops' channel, Troops TV, midday Friday. Drop your predictions below for this big game on Sunday. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV. Subscribe to Troops, and we'll see you on the next one.